What's up, crew? So it's chest day today, and following the theme of prioritization that I talked about on the last leg training session, I'm also going to be changing up my split as far as chest and shoulders. So I'm going to prioritize chest in the routine. I'm going to switch over from shoulders being first to chest being first, and I'm going to utilize a couple different movements that I've had a lot of success with in the past, and I'll walk you through those. My greatest gains occurred actually was doing the really heavy flies first and then following with a press movement. So that's what I'm going to do today. Again, we're following the theme of prioritization. So that doesn't mean we're adding more volume. That doesn't mean we're going to be trying to train the muscle group more frequently. And that means we're going to put it first in the workout so I can have more energy to give to it. I've been running the same training split for, I don't know, probably back since October, maybe before then. So it's been a long time. No issues with the switch. So we're gonna do that today. Get stable. Big stretch. That's enough, baby. So, just so I have to move the camera, I'll talk to you like this. Putting that movement first of the day, huge weight increase. I think last time I was working with the 85s, and then I had this side one to short out, making it feel unsafe. Now I just hit a set of 95s for 8, I think. I don't remember, I'll have to look back at the footage, but yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, so we talk about prioritization, you know. I was able to get so much stimulation out of that single set because I had so much more output to give to the chest, and I was able to use a movement and a weight that truly loads it to the fullest degree. That'll be the most unstable thing I do today. We're gonna have a talk about that in a few, about stability being a prime factor in all of our training. You'll notice that in my training, I'm not doing a lot of free weight stuff. I'm not using a lot of dumbbells. And the reason being is that I want to focus on stability. I want direct tension to the exact muscle I'm trying to work. Direct tension, direct mechanical tension. I don't want my adaptations to be my nervous system. I don't want them to necessarily be just recruitment and stiffening of my tendons and connective tissue. I want gains. I want accrual of all my motor units taken to mechanical tension, applied with mechanical tension, applying mechanical tension, reaching failure, and simulating hypertrophy. So that's why most of what I do is on a machine or very fixed single joint patterns that I can be as stable as possible. And this is a skill you need to develop, and that's why a beginner should do a lot of free weight stuff. He should squat, he should deadlift, he should learn the barbell bench because he's gonna learn how to be stable throughout the body. They all produce a full body stability, and that's gonna build up your well-roundedness and your bodily awareness. But at my stage, I'm not training those movements, right? That's not what I'm trying to get better at anymore. I'm not a power lifter. I'm not gonna compete in a specific lift, so I'm not gonna train for a specific lift. I don't need to delegate all that adaptive capacity to those other areas we named earlier. I want to grow. So I'm going to try to be as stable as possible in my movements. I want to apply mechanical tension. I want to create hypertrophy. So that's the first movement done. Let's move on to a fun press. All right, so what we have here is a old school Nautilus Body Masters. Old school Body Masters lateral raise. I personally have to do a little tweaking with this. I think it's designed for the taller individual with longer limbs, not a midget gnome like me. So these handles here are deceptive when I get on the machine. And I'm telling you guys all this, so when you try a machine like this, you need to force it to target the area that you want to hit, right? I find that if I'm grabbing these handles, I'm feeling it more so in my traps, and it's just not hitting the medial delt like I want. So instead of grabbing the handles, what I'm going to be doing is just lifting the pad with my elbow. And I'm going to be able to put my elbows further back on the pad, almost as far as they can go. And that seems to be a really gnarly contraction. So I'm going to be working the medial delt right here. And I believe I'm going to do another double drop set. Because that feels like the nature of the beast today. That's just what I'm going to do. If you've watched my training, you see that I don't really throw in a whole lot of intensity modification. But I've had a long rest. It's been 2 weeks since I trained chest and shoulders, I think, with Josh. I'm wanting to change up my split. I'm wanting to give my body a reason to adapt. So we're going to throw a wrecking ball at it and give it some time to recover from that. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, that's right there. So reps right there. Definite slowing for the last 3. I'm going to drop the weight from, let's see, 85 to 70. Whatever. It's not quite 20%. They ought to be pretty slow from the start here. Oh my God! Pump them out, let's go. Oh, definitely some things to take note of. If I don't plant my hand somewhere, there's no reference point, and I'm gonna roll around on that pad. So when I tucked my fifth sit on it, I went a lot better, but wow, that's absolutely smoked. So what we could call that at the end there was an additional modification, adding in some partials, so pumping it out. My shoulders burn. That's pretty badass for one set. I'm happy with it. First time I've done a top set with this machine. I've checked it out in the past. Wasn't sure how I felt about it. I like it today, based on figuring out that trick with the positioning. So, if you guys got one of these, try it out. It's pretty cool. Oh. Wow, I just wasted about 5 minutes. I trained for so long without one of these machines that I forgot they existed. I wanted to add in some more direct rear delt work for today. Normally my rear delts have just been good without direct training, but since I'm splitting it up, I'm shifting things around. I wanted to throw more attention to different areas. And I would like to keep my upper back so dominant with my large lats that I, be real hard to be beaten from the waist up. So I just want to keep that lead. So today I'm going to prioritize some rear delts. And anyhow, I forgot this machine existed. Trained so long without one. I'm over there trying to do bent over dumbbell flies, and I'm using different setups to try a different attachment for the cable, and it's just a movement that I don't feel well. I don't like it because it's just such a fight, and I don't really feel the stimulation where I want it, etc., etc., etc. And then the light switch goes off, and here we are. So, hand position on this, I've always done it with the hand to where I can kind of anchor it in place. This is this nice reverse handle, so I can kind of just jam the base of my hand into this corner here. That creates it's real stable. This I feel really well in the rear delt, but holding on to it and pulling it, it's going to make me weak fast. And I'm not going to be able to push as deep into the set as I would like to. So I don't feel that I'll be needing very much weight. The last two sets, well, actually all my sets so far from today were absolutely brutal. Yeah. Well, hell, one of them was a true rest pause with a double drop set. The other one was a drop set with added partials. And here I am. So, yeah. Let's do it. Oh, let's try 120. Let's see. Let's pause. Yeah. See, that's true muscular failure there. That wasn't cardio, that wasn't pain threshold, that's dead muscle. Dead muscle.